Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to another video. Today I wanted to show you what I've been doing lately, specifically with Odin, the Odin programming language. I've been doing a little bit of game development. I've been doing a little bit of API development with Odin, and I think it's really cool. There are not that many examples out there. So I wanted to show you how I built this, what's the package, how to build this package. And rather than me showing how to do it from scratch, because this could become a 2 hours tutorial, I actually will do just a very short walkthrough and then point you guys to our towards the repos. Yeah, so let me show you how to run this. So I have my Docker Compose. Gonna start this up. So Docker Compose op-d. So I have that's for the database. I only have a database container. Then I'm gonna run this with the run command. Where here I'm just pointing to the libpqc libraries that I'm going to be using. So make run, and there you go. It's running on port 8000. So before I actually have a UI, but before I go into the UI, I actually want to walk you guys through the backend. And as you may have noticed, this is very similar to what I have on Go. So I have a JWT middleware file. I have my migrations here. So the beginning of the table creations, some insertions. I have here some services, so the coffees, the users. These, by the way, I guess if you want to resemble this to a specific type of architecture, it would be domain-driven design. So yeah, again, this is very similar to what I've done in Go, where a little bit differently from Go, in Odin, you actually declare structs like so. Also, these are constants, so it's interesting how you can use Odin and you declare a constant like so, point to where the actual struct is at. So this is the struct on the package type. So if I go to types here, also this is very similar to what I have in Go. And yeah, so here you can see the types here on my users route. Here's where I'm pointing to the types, and I'm just making a constant user. I could also just say types.user whenever I create methods or handlers in this routes.odin file. But yeah, this is very similar to Go. So I have the sign up user method. Here I have the login user method or handler, however you may want to call it. I get the get user by token. I have the get user by ID, which I use both a lot. Get all users, generate JWT, validate JWT, and that is all. And from the store for the users, as you can assume, which by the way, all of this is from the C library. So it's cool that you can actually call C libraries inside of your Odin language. Hence, this is a low-level language where you have to manage memory on your own. I'm sure you guys already know it, but in case that whoever is stumbling upon this video don't know, well, now you know. And actually, you see here a lot like the fur delete, which is the way that you free memory after you allocate it. So I don't know. I think that this is a really cool programming language. Has a lot of potential. It's very similar to Golang, but it's low level. I wouldn't say competes, but it's on the same how can I call this? Like, it's a systems programming language, which right now is mainly used for graphics or maybe game development, but that doesn't mean that you cannot use it for something else. So I want to post this to encourage other people to use it for something else. But anyway, continuing here, I connect into the table. This is actually for the migration, so maybe I can, put the create tables in a specific migrations file. But once you get past that, I have the hash password method. This is whenever I sign up a user. Verify password. This should actually be a helper, so maybe I could put that on the routes file. But either way, get all users. That is a service or the store method that actually connects to the database and request for all the users. Probably here you'll see a create user, or okay, there you go, insert. So here's the creation of a user, or rather sign up. Get user by email. So here's another method or procedure, I guess, because there's no methods in Odin. There's only procedures or functions, whatever you want to call them. But yeah, this is the procedure that connects with a database or interacts with the database rather. And here you can see that we free the allocation here. And also, by the way, the PQ clear is the free memory from the C library. So you can use pclear for the results of the database. And you can use that the first so you don't forget to free the memory. So I think this is a very easy programming language to start, at least this server, which by the way, this is also thanks to, let me see if I can, Odin HTTP. Odin HTTP is created by a group of people. I believe this is currently hosted on Layton Odin HTTP. So it currently resides on this GitHub repo, the functionality, and is maintained by 12 contributors, which by the way, this is an amazing GitHub repo. It's very similar to Chi for Golang. It's very easy to get started. And the only thing that you need to do is clone the repo here, and then you can call within your project the functionalities. Because Odin, this is because Odin doesn't have a package manager. And I've been given a little bit of thought on this, and I think normally I would like a package manager. I'm not that bothered with the fact that there's not a current package manager for Odin. It would be cool. I think that I'm not going to give too much opinion. I just want to show you how the API works. But the only thing that I'll say, I think that since this is a programming language that is created by somebody that works at a company, that the scale may not, I don't know. I have no clue. I may be wrong, but the creator Ginger Bill has done an amazing job to create this programming language. And obviously he uses this for graphics where he works at. So a lot of these other functionalities that the community may want will have to be created by the community. And I think that it is a great opportunity for myself and other people that like the Odin programming language to create our own tools in order to make these programming language work. Maybe push it in your company if you want to do something. I will definitely create an API for another project that I have. I'll still stay learning Golang, but I'll definitely make use of Odin. So just want to mention that. I feel that this has a lot of potential. I love the syntax. The fact that this looks like Go, but it's actually low level. Like you can create a database, you can create desktop UI, you can create, I mean, this is used for graphics. Like this is low level. This is comparable to Rust, C, C++, SIG, you name it. And it's such a breeze and it's so easy to use that we have to support it. Us, the community, if we're interested in it. So I will do my effort to add whatever I feel that may need and, contribute. But yeah, anyway, so before digressing, so I'm here on the main file, and let me get that out of the way. So very similar to my Go API, I have the course middleware declaration. I have the some next handlers. Well, yeah, next handlers. I have the loggers. I have the initiation of my stores, which are the stores that connect to the database. And here you can see how I free the memory for the coffee store. Here I free the memory for the user store. And here, well, this is to check the migration, meaning if there is no data, then it'll assert itself. Also something similar that I have in Go. Otherwise, I have my routers here initiated, where I initiate the router, the actual server router. Then I have the copies route, the users route, the port declaration. And here, actually, I have to. What was happening before was that this was defaulting to port 8080, and without this, it would have always defaulted to the port 8080. So now what I'm doing is actually setting the port to whatever my .env file has, which currently is port 8080. But let's say that I'm running another application in port 8080. With this, you are actually able to run it to whatever you set your port in your .env. And yeah, after that, you have to put your handler. Where am I passing the handler here? Where is my HTTP? Well, anyways, I think this is like the global. Struct, I guess. But what I'm trying to say is that I'm passing the handler. This handler is where all the routes are registered. So here's my all of the routes, and this is the course setup that I showed you guys here, which is right there. And after that, you serve the server. Whereas here, I believe is the server struct. So that is how the repo works. And maybe I didn't go through the helpers, but also very similar to my Go. You have the .env, you have the JWT helper procedures or functions. Let me see what else. I did show the migrations, the services, test scripts. Oh, these are just some curl scripts in case you want to test it. And the types, I don't know if I showed them. I believe I did. But if not, just to show you that here you put your structs. And for now, I'm using this repo very similar to Go. I do want to say that even though on the surface looks like Go, it is not like Go. It is more extensible when it comes to types. Has a lot of more, how do you say, more detailed or specific types that Go doesn't have. So for people that always complain about Go, oh, they don't have enums, well, Odin does. And I still yet to learn Odin, so I'm not using enums right now, at least not that I'm aware of. Oh, there you go. There's an enum. But again, this is done by AI, so I'll be honest. This I was not aware that was there. Which, by the way, this is from the C library. Which also, just to reiterate, you import with a foreign, you call the library, and here you have all the functionality from the C library, which this is great. This is amazing. But anyway, that is how the API works. I think I don't want to make this longer if it's not needed, so I'm going to show you quickly the UI. So here's the UI. I'm actually going to log out. 1 second. So let me show the UI. This is the login page. Again, the UI is just something simple for you guys to visualize in case you want. Obviously, you can just use the API if you're interested in just the API. So I don't know, I'm gonna delete this. Let's create a new coffee brand. So I'm gonna put something that we have here in Florida. Medium roast, origin, Florida, price. Actually, I don't believe we don't need the price or the image, I believe. Or maybe I'm wrong. I'll put 14 just in case. But we don't need the URL. So here you go. There is La Colombe. You have the medium roast, and you have the region. I'm gonna put one more. So blue bottle roast level. I'm gonna put dark just to have a difference. Origin. I'm gonna put let's put Mexico. Price 14. We don't need a URL, and there you go, blue bottle. So yeah, if we want to search, this is done in the front end, by the way. You can have light roast, medium roast, dark roast. Let's put all roast levels. Origin, Guatemala, so there's none. Ethiopia, Colombia, Brazil, there's none. There should be. I should pull the dynamic origins. But, you know, on the back end, I would have to create the origins, do the relations and whatnot, which, you know, you can do it if you want as an extension of the API server. If you clone it, you know, create the origins table, make origins and coffee's relation. You can add favorites. You can add orders to users, so you make the user's coffee's relation. Yeah. Do whatever you feel like with this. I'm gonna put this to repos in the description so you guys can experiment and see for yourself how Odin works, which I think is great. And yeah, one more thing that I want to show. So I've not only been doing server development, I'm also been doing a little bit of game development. So this is a Wolfenstein clone, and here what I'm doing is with the spacebar on the mouse, I'm changing the view of the player. I think this is really freaking cool. And these cylinders are like the enemy, so they follow you, and whenever you put the crosshair where the cylinders are and shoot, they are eliminated. So you can put sprite kits into those cylinders. Okay, I think I eliminated all in this map. So here, if you cross through here, you go into another map. And you see how they follow you? I think that's freaking cool. And yeah, this was done with SDL2, and I did use AI, but also with Odin. Like, how cool is this? I've done this before with C, and it's really hard. And with Odin, it's just a breeze. So I don't know. I think it's something really cool that, you know, even though I don't know, I think it's cool that you guys should experiment with game development. And the other repo, or not repo, but experiment that I've been playing with is these this kind of like a Minecraft, and it's an experiment. Like, obviously, if you played Minecraft before, you'll probably think that this is horrible, and maybe it is. But how cool it is as a first experiment. Like, I'm using OpenGL, using Odin, of course, and just collision detection and simple texturizing. So there's a lot more that you can do with this, of course, but I don't know, I just think this is cool. And I also like this green rectangles are supposed to be like zombies. Nothing happens if they collide with you, but they follow you. So yeah, like, man, this is such a great programming language. I really hope that people can support this. I feel that this will have to be very community driven, but there's so much potential here. I'm really excited with this programming language that, at least for myself, whenever I see something that I want, I actually want to create some sort of UI library for the web. So I'm gonna build that, see how it goes. Definitely have a lot of projects concurrently. So if I can do this ASAP, that'll be great, but no promises. But yeah, I think us as community that are interested in Odin will have to contribute to see this programming language get picked up more and more. I'll do say though that the programming language on its own, it's great. So I have no doubt that this will be picked up at some point with or without the community support. But why not make it even faster, the adoption? So yeah, um, I don't know. I really hope that people pick this up more because I think it's a great programming language. So yeah, any suggestions, comments, give it a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next video.